The captain of Pirate Nation just dropped alpha that he has a build of the game already running on mobile. Okay, but what does this actually mean for Pirate Nation? Pirate Nation is probably the most underrated project in all of crypto gaming. It has one of the best economies, most dedicated player bases, and best gameplay loops in the entire space. I've been playing Pirate Nation since all the way back in season 1, and it's the only game I play religiously every single day. Mobile would make that even easier for me and many others, and even incentivize me to actually spend more time traveling in the Infinite Isles. You can see the game right here looks really clean, easy to use, play. This is the hard gauntlet. A lot of people struggle with this if they don't have a level 3 ship or higher, but you can see that the game feels and looks great. I'm looking forward to more gameplay loops that loop into all of this and ways to play against other people on competitive and ranked leaderboards. Having that and having mobile would go together so well, it's not even funny. But let's talk about that. So the first thing I want to show you right here is that Web3 mechanics are viral, and you need to get that through your head. Pixels Online is constantly growing. As we can see here, back in March 1 of 2024, it hit 650,000 players. I'm pretty sure it went way above that later on, but I just wanted to find something a bit more concrete or something I could reference here. The other thing is that Delphi Digital reports that Pirate Nation is a fully on-chain game that is growing rapidly, reaching 100,000, you can see 0.7 here, reaching 100,000 active players and $1 million in revenue in the past 6 weeks, which is unheard of in most companies really, but crypto gaming especially. Pirate Nation sits on 100,000 players. And what does that mean is that there's 5x growth potential, not even priced into the game yet, considering Pixels Online, it had 650,000, and even Axie Infinity had tons and tons, and those were both on mobile. Just wait what happens when Pirate Nation hits mobile. I think it might actually go to the top of the charts if they have some of those like more roguelike features embedded into the game at that point, okay? So not only that, but 5x growth is good for tokens and the other assets in the ecosystem, founder pirates and all your ships and things in the game, but it's also really great for gameplay. More players means more opportunity for builders, tournaments, and other multiplayer PvP or PvE features to later on be added into the game. It gives more reason for builders to build adjacent games as well, and maybe Pirate Nation isn't the only thing that comes to mobile. Maybe there's 10 different Pirate Nation games that all come to mobile and all fun to play. I would love to build my own Pirate Nation game. If you guys think I should, let me know down below. I'm not a big coding guy though, so if someone wants to join forces to make some sort of team, I can do all the visuals, asset, you get the point. Anyways, the other thing I want to talk about is they also just burnt like 200,000 pirate tokens in this latest event. They had a shop drop, you can't do it right now, but the drop burnt 50% of the pirate generated from sales over the course of the entire period, not just in the sale itself. And during the, like I said, 50% of pirate, they burnt over 200,000 tokens. Imagine what happens when you have 1 million players all participating in this and you make it maybe 75% of pirate tokens are burnt, or it's just always 50% of pirate are burnt, or there's all these different events where you want to keep spending and spending, and $1 million in revenue is nothing to shy away from. Pirate token is going to do really well from all this. If they keep burning and they keep growing players, mobile is going to be the catalyst that sends this thing like you wouldn't absolutely believe. Imagine going from $1 million a month in revenue to $6 million and then burning half of the pirate tokens spent. Really think about the maths behind that. It's actually outrageous. So now we get on to exactly what the CEO of Pirate Nation said. The name is Amitt, that's his Amitt Mahajan, that's his name, and he was actually the co-creator of Farmville. So you know that this guy knows how to make creative and addictive gameplay loops. Not only that, but he knows how to make mobile game and mobile game UIs, since Farmville was a pretty big game on mobile. My mum used to play it religiously on the iPad. I thought it was always really funny, but she was really into it. She had all her online she made a bunch of new online friends that she used to play with and things like that. I think Pirate Nation could really do the same sort of thing. Now, normally I see like, oh, co-creator of Farmville. I don't really think too much of it. I know a lot of people do, but I don't give it that much thought. But I've seen just how good this dev team is at actually executing in Pirate Nation. And, well, that speaks for itself, okay? I think this guy knows what it takes to do this. He's got a great team behind him. And I think they can pull it off. So let's listen to what he says. That's not going to work. Hold on. There we go.
Is guilds. And the reason for that is people come, they start playing a game for the game, but they stick around for the community.
Okay.
And guilds are the thing that make a game sticky.
Yeah.
And so if we're going to go and launch the game on mobile,
Oops,
what we don't want is a million people to play the game and then just leave immediately. They just churn, right?
Yep.
That's not good for anyone.
So he wants guilds to come in alongside mobile so that people have even more reasons to play and interact with others, which is what I just said, okay? Like, I literally just talked about that because that is exactly, he knows what he's doing when it comes to all this stuff. I cannot explain that enough, okay? So let's have a look what he says about mobile.
Mobile, like what or when can people expect?
So I actually have the game running on my phone. It's been running on my phone for
over a year. He has the game already running on his phone, and he has for about a year. Are you hearing this, or am I like going crazy right now? Mobile Pirate Nation works. I mean, since it's on Unity and because of Unity GL and stuff like that, obviously it's actually pretty easy to do if you know any of this sort of tech and things like that. But hear what he says next.
What?
Yeah. It's it's built in Unity, so it's very easy for us to do it. The reason we were not able to do it is because if we launch it on the App Store and we get like 1 million users overnight, the entire thing falls over.
Yeah.
Right?
It'll crash.
Yeah, and we kind of had a bit of that.
Yeah, that was a really big problem they had. This interview was a while back before Proof of Play was really working properly because they actually had to shut down Proof of Play for a bit. And so they could... And so if mobile came out at that time, it was game over. They were going to like absolutely lose their entire advantage from launching mobile. But now Proof of Play has the infinitely scalable setup and things like that. And so it's all working really, really well. Prime time for mobile launch. I hope it comes out in Q1. Worst case scenario, Q2 of 2025.
Summer, we're like, we have waiting rooms and all this other stuff. We don't want to give people that experience. So a big part of it was like, okay, first we need to solve this thing of how do we just support these many users. But now with the mobile side, I think with mobile, Web3 gamers are like the ones who are like kind of playing for points and all this other stuff. They're very forgiving with bad user experience.
Yep.
With mobile gaming, there's zero patience for that stuff.
Yep.
Right? Like it's all got to be dialed in. So the UI's all got to be really easy to use.
He could not have said it better, okay? Web3 gamers can be pretty forgiving with a lot of that sort of stuff, but people who actually play mobile games, they simply aren't. It needs to be easy to play. It's so freaking easy to uninstall a mobile game that you don't want to give it a chance. Like with a PC game, it's a commitment. You've like downloaded 50 gigs. You're not loving it right at the start. You're going to give it a few more hours to really see if you get into it. Mobile is not the same. You can download a game, play it for 5 minutes, uninstall it in the same day. You can do that for 10 to 20 games, and that really only takes you an hour. Like, you can do so much with mobile games, so it needs to be engaged. It needs to be easy to use, straightforward, and things like that. And you can tell that he understands that. Not many people in the crypto gaming space, especially in mobile, actually understand those fundamentals. But he really, really gets it, and that is really bullish for Pirate Nation and the Pirate Nation ecosystem. Okay, so not only that, so mobile's coming soon, is ready to go. He's just trying to upgrade the UI and make sure it's like, it doesn't have any weird nuances, bugs, crashes, or whatever going into it. And then mobile is going to come out hopefully in the earlier parts of this year. Like, really think about this though. He was talking about putting it on the app stores, okay? Pixels Online, I tried looking for it today. Maybe it's an Australia thing, but I'm pretty sure it's not actually on the app stores. You've got to just go onto the website, browser, jump onto Pixels Online and things like that. People much prefer the app stores as far as I'm aware. I definitely do. Pirate Nation would go on the App Store. So if Pixels Online has 1.5 million players willing to play a crypto game, MMO type thing, very similar to Pirate Nation, but doesn't look nearly as good. It's a different art style, 8-bit versus voxel or whatever, right? Pirate Nation would easily go to 1 million active players minimum in 2025, okay? Not only that, but it will make the pirate token really deflationary because the game's a little bit hard to play without gems. I think they're going to upgrade that and fix it up. They've already done a great job this past month. They're going to work on that some more, but basically there are going to be many whales and stuff coming in that aren't even crypto native, that are just going to be buying gems off rip with credit card or whatever, and they're going to be getting really involved with the Pirate Nation. They're really going to love it, especially if you've got some gacha elements and PvP and stuff like that coming into the game. This will also make the pirate token really deflationary and could make Pirate Nation the top casual crypto game on the planet, okay? It'll beat out Axie and Pixels Online easily. I enjoy those games. I think they're great. They're doing great things for the space. I just think Pirate Nation will be bigger, and I expect it to top the charts. The CEO of Pirate Nation made Farmville. My mum played it religiously for years, and I personally think he's nailed it a second time. This time, I'm into it, okay? If you're bullish on Pirate Nation, please let me know down below. I hope you learned something today, and if you enjoy Pirate Nation, subscribe, since they'll be doing lots more content about the game. And if you are just getting started, check out this video that explains how to maximize your time daily inside the game.